You are now listening to two dudes in their 30s with Adam and Graig. They're gonna talk about stuff, and you're gonna listen. Okay, got it. Good. Let's start the show.
All right, here is trial number 8.
Hello.
All right, you sound good.
Okay, good.
About to smash my computer over like the...
It's just ridiculous. This whole thing is just absurd.
Oh, I haven't talked to you in a few weeks now, I feel like. It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. Since we made the shift, we haven't talked in a little bit. But actually, it's probably maybe good for this.
Yeah,
I don't know.
right? I feel like it's going to be a good catch-up sesh.
I hope so.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
No, I wish it was something like exciting, quite honestly, but really nothing beyond just the daily, weekly grind of things. I can't remember when's the last time we put the episode out. Was it the Monday before the 4th of July?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the 2nd?
Yeah. So I had a couple days off that week, so I sweated it out like in 95-degree heat and played some golf and did nothing the rest of the week. And yeah, we've been just kind of chilling. Ashley, I'm solo tonight, so.
Okay. Where's Ashley?
She's on the lawn for DMB.
Wow.
Yeah. One of her friends is a big time Dave Matthews fan, so she went with her.
It's back.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So she's having a little mom fun.
Oh yeah.
Drinking some hard seltzers and mixing it up a little bit with the teenagers on the lawn.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You have nothing to worry about, right?
Have you ever been to Dave Matthews? It's back.
It's like every year up there, and I don't think I ever have. Like
twice a year, like pretty much every year, I think, for the most part.
It's usually like completely out of control. A lot of high schoolers, like you said, just smoking weed and listening to him play.
I've seen him twice, like I think a couple times. Once for free, so that worked out fine. But actually, one of the things I wanted to talk about today, and we can get to it obviously once we catch up, was just like random stuff about summer, and because we're in the middle of it, and that's why we're kind of at where we're at with the podcast and sort of bouncing it back every other week. And so I just thought it would be funny to talk about different summer things, thinking back. So, anyways, yeah, nothing too special going on here. We're like I said, I got one sleeping right here.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh. Out cold.
And then the other one upstairs asleep, hopefully. So, I'm trying to get this thing done. And then the rest of our summer is like really busy. We just have like random stuff every single weekend with kids, like birthdays, and we're going away in August for the weekend for Ashley's sister's wedding, and then before you know it, it'll be Labor Day, and I'll be in Vegas, and just kind of crazy from there. So, how about you? Anything crazy happening?
So last weekend, my dad and stepmom and my little 10-year-old sister came up, and my sister and her husband and their 2 boys came up, and we kind of all got together and celebrated for my dad beating cancer.
Yeah, that's great. I saw one of the pictures. She's so big.
Yeah, it's like, crazy.
It's crazy how big she is. I haven't seen her in person, obviously, in a long time, but I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
How old is she now?
She's 10.
Wow. Double digits.
Yeah. So that was
crazy.
Really fun, like getting together and just...
How's your dad doing?
He's doing well. Like he looked like horrible. He had stage 4 cancer. It was like a lymphoma that he was battling and somehow pulled through. Like he's in full remission right now. So like he looks great. He's got energy. He's got his hair back. He doesn't look like sick at all anymore. So yeah, sickly. Yeah, so
that's good.
That was really fun. And then kind of got together with my mom and her fiance, and did a little family weekend. All weekend was like family weekend.
Yeah, last weekend you said.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
then like Monday, like this whole week has just been like weird. This whole week has been weird. Went in Monday for like a procedure. Have you ever been like under, like ever been like sedated, like conscious sedation?
Like while you're awake.
Oh no, completely out. So not conscious. I'm sorry, unconscious sedation.
Okay, that's kind of the opposite of
Yeah,
that.
the opposite. Sorry.
Well, it's funny because the guy I work with was telling me that he just had his meniscus operated on, and he was like awake for it.
Oh God.
So that's kind of what I thought you were talking about.
No, I'm sorry. Have you ever been put under?
I think only once, and it was when I had tubes put on my ears. But
When you're a kid.
I still very distinctly remember them like putting a mask on my face and me going under because like the room spun, and then I like went out.
Yeah. It's just like traumatic. That's always gonna be a memory for you.
Yeah, for some reason it's fresh in my mind, and I can't remember how old I was. I was probably 4 or 5, but we had Lucas had tubes put in, so the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if that'll stick in his memory, even though he's only going to be 3 here soon. But
Yeah.
anyways, so what happened?
Like I don't know. I've been having like stomach issues where they wanted to do like an upper scope where they just like look at your stomach or whatever. So luckily everything went well. Like they put me under and I came back too. So that was just the one thing I
I'm
was
talking to you now, so you're alive,
yeah,
which is good.
that was the one thing I was concerned
How long
about.
was it?
It was like 15 minutes probably, but it was like the best sleep I've ever had.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried that I like, not that I wasn't gonna come back or anything, like come back to, but like when I came to, I was gonna like make some weird scene.
Like arms flailing.
Yeah, just something crazy like screaming or
Oh
like
man.
make some weird like sexual comment to like a doctor or a nurse or something. I don't know. Obviously that wasn't the case, or at least I don't remember it if I did. So
That's
yes,
good.
so that went well. And yeah, just like other weird stories.
By yourself?
What's that?
You just go in by yourself?
Yeah, just you're breaking up, and I only heard by yourself.
I know. I'm getting all delayed again.
Damn
so annoying.
it! It's going so well.
I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the deal is.
We're cursed. I feel like.
You sound fine to me.
All right. Every once in a while, you're
Yeah.
saying like you just aren't really there anymore.
So weird. I don't know why. I got like full internet, no problems.
We'll just push through. Pretend it's not happening. Oh God.
So you just drove over there yourself? Did it all yourself? Got knocked out and were like comfortable driving home?
No, Teresa had the day off, so she drove me back and forth. Thank God.
Gotcha.
And then
So you said the rest of the week was weird. What else was going on?
so like Tuesday, yeah, it'd be Tuesday. I go to this person's home for like a service call, and I pull in the driveway, and like the neighbor's lawn like adjoins his driveway basically, and there's these huge billboard signs in the guy's driveway about like swear words like cunt, and then like this big this big billboard of a dead dog saying like rest in peace, and it said like the dates like August 2nd 2016 to May 2nd 2018, rest in peace Capone. There's a picture of a dog, and it said all I wanted was to be pet, not to be poisoned. So I like go to this person's home like just like thinking the worst like about this person, like they're a pet killer.
What?
Yeah. This is so odd.
I can't get over the horrendous name, that horrendous word.
Yeah.
Put up on a poster. I can't get past that. And it's in somebody's.
It was like directed at their house. Like anyone that goes up their driveway would be able to see it. Just like it's an 8x10 like billboard basically.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was like Tuesday. Weird story from Tuesday. And then so this one
Were they?
I don't know. I'm assuming not. The guy was nice. I'm hoping he wasn't. So, like, I think like Wednesday, we had this customer who shot his air conditioner with a gun like a month or two ago. I went there and repaired it, and like that was all good. Like he says that's working fine, but he wanted like a new water heater. So I like shut off the water to his house, cut out the old water heater, put a new water heater in, and like the old one wouldn't drain. So I'm like cranking on the valve, and all of a sudden it just snapped. It was like made out of plastic, and just all this like shitty brown water is just like flowing out all over the place. Like trying to catch it with a bucket. It's just like probably like 30 gallons of just like brown nasty water and sediment just like flooded this dude's basement. I felt like such a jerk.
Like, was the basement like?
It wasn't like a nice finished off basement or anything like that, but still, like he had things down there and like boxes and like luckily nothing got damaged, but he was like so passive aggressive after that with me. You could just tell he was like really pissed at me.
That sucks.
Yeah. Oh god. So I was like out walking my dog today. Last weird story, okay? And this lady comes up to me, like corners me out in in the middle of a parking lot. Have you ever been cornered in public?
By somebody, did you know her?
No, never talked to her in my life.
I mean, maybe like by a salesperson. I don't know.
Yeah, she like hunkered down, came at me like, "Hello, hello, hi, that's a nice dog," and then like started talking about her cat for 15 minutes. It's like I wanted nothing to do with this interaction at all.
Oh,
She has like,
she didn't want to. She didn't want a sale. She just wanted a friend.
yeah, basically, this lady had. Have you ever seen
Interesting.
like where you can like custom print like a T-shirt or a hat or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she had like a custom printed hat of her cat, her cat's face, Noodles. Her cat. I found out the name was Noodles, and Noodles
Noodles.
Noodles likes to. Let's see, 16 years old. Noodles likes to drink out of the faucet in the bathroom, but doesn't know how to turn it off. That's what she wants to teach her next. It's like, okay, lady, I just want to get out of here. Leave me alone. You're creeping me out.
Cat.
Oh,
Noodles.
yeah. This has been a weird week, man.
I do like that name.
You like the name Noodles?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, you've been watching a lot of soccer? I'm sure you have, right?
Yeah, I've been watching it kind of here and there. I mean, it's kind of like annoying with the U.S. not being in it, I guess. My interest has waned a little bit because of that, I would say.
Yeah.
But overall, actually, it's been like a pretty crazy World Cup. Like, there's been like a lot of drama, just like good games in general. The host, Russia, went pretty far, which, you know, just regardless of what you think about Russia, whenever the host goes kind of deep in the tournament, it's always just kind of interesting because it keeps like them into it, even though they weren't filling a stadium, which is kind of weird. And then, yeah, I mean, I think I was kind of like interested in England going pretty deep. They lost in like the third place game today, but you know, tomorrow this is going to be. We're going to put this out on Monday, so the winner will already happen. But the finals tomorrow, I think France will probably win it, but either way on Monday when this is already out. Have you been like paying attention? I'm interested to know like casual or not casual, any interested in the U.S. in there, or is it something that's kind of not on your radar at all at this point?
No, it hasn't been on my radar at all. Like I just looked at like the brackets or whatever to see who was still in it, and other than that,
Yeah.
no. Like I didn't watch any games. I'm pretty much a hermit, man. I don't watch TV. Like I don't read the news.
You guys don't have kids, right?
Yeah, I don't have cable. Like whatever, it's like hearsay. Like is how I get my news. Like the kids from Thailand that were in the caves. Like I didn't even hear about that until like
Yeah.
3 days ago, probably. No, it was last weekend when Michael was up here. Like Michael was up here last weekend. That's when I heard about it. So, but after that, like I was super like following it, and I don't know, that whole story was crazy. We talk about that for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I don't know. There's some things I won't say, but I think first and foremost, it's kind of crazy just to think of the whole situation in general. The fact that they survived. I think one guy did die, which is too. One of the SEALs, one of the Navy SEALs that was trying to save them, had passed away while trying to get them out, which is crazy. But I don't know, why would you go in those caves if they've fought it before and you're in a country where you get flash monsoons or whatever?
Yeah, that's
Just
literally my
crazy.
biggest fear. I don't know why I have this irrational fear of getting stuck in a cave. And when I heard about this story, it just drove home to me just because of this massive fear that I have that's irrational. Ugh. So
Yeah, I mean, talking about, I wasn't following ultra closely, but they were saying that the rescue, I think the traveling through the caves underwater and stuff took 10 hours or something.
Mm-hmm.
At a time, and a lot of it was unpassable. You'd have to be basically flat to get through, with cave on top and floor on the bottom and water in between. I couldn't do it. They'd have to kill me, or they'd have to hit me over the head with a hammer and drag me out of there.
Yeah.
I can't take the thought of being confined in a very tight space like that. And I feel if I was in that setting they were for that long, I would have just completely freaked out because of the closed-inness of it, I guess.
Exactly. That's my fear. When I was little, I went to these rock climbing place where they had indoor caves sort of thing that you can go through.
Yeah.
I got stuck at the, I think it's AIR they call it, the Albany Indoor Rock Climbing Gym. Got stuck up there. Some fat guy couldn't move forward and couldn't move backwards, so I was stuck in the cave. It terrified me.
Yeah, I
Ever
don't like
since
that.
then, I was I couldn't. I don't know. You can't break that feeling of
Whenever
claustrophobia.
you see on the news somebody falls in between a building. Have you ever seen that?
No.
People are I don't know how they do it. If they're squatters on the roofs or what the hell.
Yeah. They're trying to break in through a ductwork in the
They're,
roof or something.
In between two buildings in a city or something, and they'll have to get rescued. I would probably just hyperventilate and pass out of being mushed in between the two buildings and not being able to move. That would be just such a major problem for me.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be able to breathe. I mean, it would just be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. So I mean, I guess it's great that they're out. Well, I don't guess. It is obviously great that they're out.
Yeah.
The whole thing was just insane, and it really captivated people around the world, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Ash and I were talking about it every day. It's just, I don't know, it's just a wild story. You know?
And the fact that overall it probably had the best outcome that possibly could have happened, other than obviously the one Navy SEAL guy that lost his life.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's crazy.
No doubt. Pretty wild.
Yeah. What else you got going on in life these days?
I'm flipping the camera at this wide-awake baby looking at you. Hello.
Oh. She misses mommy. She wants some milk.
She's sitting up. She drinks out of a bottle.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's funny, though.
Hmm.
I gotta get her a little rock here.
Yeah, you can use the foot.
As we continue to talk. You hear this creaky noise in the background. Whatever.
Wow.
No, I was thinking, like I was saying about like summer stuff. The thought, like all these different thoughts kind of popped into my head. The first of which, though, was when you nearly were killed on a summer vacation traveling.
Oh my God. Yeah, we were kids.
Is that a memory that'll ever leave your brain?
No, never.
You wanna lay out the story for everybody?
Where were we? Like Green Mountains?
We were in the White. It was a color. We were in the White Mountains.
The White Mountains. Okay.
Yeah.
Green Mountains, Vermont. White Mountains are New Hampshire, right?
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, we were vacationing. Like I came with you for like a long weekend, like 3 or 4 days or something like that. We went up to the White Mountains.
Yeah.
And we were climbing one of the White Mountains. I don't know which one.
Yeah, my parents like got on this kick when we were kids, like probably like in between the ages of like 12 and maybe 14 or 15, when we were probably like 12, 13 years old, maybe even 11, a little younger, maybe.
Yeah.
Where they got into this kick of like hiking, and so we would go up to like the Adirondacks, and we do a lot of hikes and stuff, which is cool. And so we went to the White Mountains to do this little vacation, and my sister got to bring a friend, and I brought you, and we did some different hikes, and there was like a pool and different things like that to do on the trip, and we hiked up this mountain and continue.
I guess there was like these little like water slides you can kind of go down that were just like natural, like water was flowing down the rock face. It was like a slide basically.
Yeah.
So you'd kind of sit there, and you're supposed to kind of stop in these big pools. Like you went down, you stopped. Like I think the Carrigs were there even, and
they may have been too. Yeah.
Yeah, like there was like multiple families. So like I don't know. Everyone was doing good. I went down, and somehow I just like skipped right over. I'm like this little rock, basically just skipping over the spot that I was supposed to stop in, and kept going down.
We thought you were dead.
I literally was like full panic mode. Like water was just taking me down, and
you were going down. There was definitely some treacherous like drops and like rocks and other things like along the way, and I can just, the image I remember is you like trying to cling to like these rock walls like to the side of
slippery, like moss covered rocks,
dad, like, sprinting down the mountain to try and get you.
It's like I was like approaching a waterfall, like a big drop is all I remember.
Yeah.
And somehow like I don't even know. Somehow I was able to like get out of the water and like onto like rock. I don't know if I rolled, if I like, grabbed onto something, finally got a grip on something, but
yeah,
that was a pretty scary moment in life. I think I was shaking the rest of that day.
You're gonna like get on a dry land again at least, but
yeah.
The only other thing I remember about that trip specifically is that you brought a bag that was like the size of like a brown lunch bag with all your clothes.
Yeah.
This little bag that I think like anybody had ever seen in their life.
I think
for like 4 or 5 nights.
Yeah, I think it was like pack light. I told my mom like I need to pack light. Make sure that we have something small. I'm not taking up a lot of room. And I don't even know what it was. It was like it was literally like I don't know, like a tiny little bag. I don't even know, like you said.
All right, let me pause here for a second and try to get this kid back to sleep.
Never gonna happen.
He's just staring at me.
What happened with our guests this week? We had like 4 people, I feel like, lined up, and every one of them fell through.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got a couple more on the line potentially, so it's all good. You don't have to name the person's name, but
no.
What happened with the last one?
So I was actually doing work at his home. And
really?
Yeah, he's a really cool dude. We had like
you met him in person.
Yeah, we had a great conversation. Like really cool conversation about like his travels to like these awesome places in the world, and like he's really like he'll immerse himself in different cultures. for like months at a time.
You just met him through your regular job.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like he was telling me all these awesome stories about like living in like Papua New Guinea with this tribe that was like unreached people sort of thing. Like,
Wow.
yeah, and like I was talking, I was like, hey, would you ever want to do an interview? And he was like, yeah, I'm just, sometimes I'm not really comfortable with like talking in front of people. I was like, it's just like a podcast. It'd be me and my friend basically over Skype. And he's like, oh, maybe I'd be interested in something like that. Is like, I wouldn't be like anxious and talking and whatnot. So, I followed up with him, and he's like, yeah, I still don't have any interest. So, oh, that's a little disappointing. It's like really interesting stories that he had. So,
yeah. I mean, hey, what are you going to do? Nobody has to talk to us. It's all good.
No, right. And I don't expect anyone to give us time of day, in all honesty. I'm just happy when somebody does.
People that have it's been good. You know what I mean? And, I think it's more on us just to continue to reach out. And I think we've each kind of probably gone through like waves of being able to or having the time to follow people and then not. And so it becomes a little bit of a challenge. But I think we got some more people potentially, on the line, which is all good.
Yeah.
So, what other things come to mind when you think of summer?
I don't know, like
most over. Oh my God! I got another one yelling to me.
Oh no!
Kids,
get your hands full, man.
Break. I think I'm keeping all this in.
People need to know how difficult these podcasts are.
What's up?
Hi, buddy. Go back to bed.
Adam. Say hi, Adam.
Say hi to the podcast.
All right, put your head down. Come on. Cover it up.
Looks like he's sweating through his jammies.
No, it's hot in here.
You gotta put the AC on for this kid. Come on, man.
Come on. All right, put your head down, buddy. Come on. Okay, good night.
Bye, Lucas. Oh, man.
No, what was I? Oh, I was thinking of like
summer.
I was trying to think of most overrated thing in the summer.
Hmm.
So if you think of like your most overrated summer thing, like if you think of anything that's most overrated when it comes to summer, does anything come to mind for you personally?
Overrated, huh?
I'll give you mine, then you can think about it.
Yeah. Give me a hint of what you're talking about here.
Well, I'm talking about anything. So anything that like if you were to think about like anything in summer that you were like, people love it, but I'm cool without it.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't really care about it, or it's completely overrated. The thing that pops to mind for me is drive-in movies.
Okay, but you live near a theater though. Does that have any correlation or no?
I don't think so. I just have I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't like anything about it.
Like sitting out and watching a movie in the back of your car or whatever. That's not it. You don't enjoy it at all.
No, no interest in it whatsoever. I've always fallen asleep super early. So
I remember going with you as kids, and that was always the case.
I could watch the first one, maybe, but the second one, no chance.
The double feature, you were out cold.
No chance.
Yeah.
All right. Second thing is you can never use those stupid speakers next to the car because they suck.
Yep.
So you had to listen through your car, which would mean if it was really hot out, you'd either have to have the car running, you'd have to have the windows down, and you'd have to have the thing playing in your car.
You got bugs coming in.
Yeah, the flies, mosquitoes getting you the entire time. People running around, lights coming on, people leaving, people talking.
You got the car blocking half the screen in front of you.
Old ass snack bar. Just none of it is appealing to me whatsoever.
That's a good one.
That was one thing that absolutely pops to mind. Do you have anything that you can think of?
Well, I'm not done talking about the drive-ins. I want to talk about the drive-ins.
Let's hear your driving experiences.
I on the opposite side enjoyed the drive-ins because I would take my pickup truck and we would load like blankets and pillows, and it would be like a humongous bed basically in the back, and you're super comfy. It'd be like 4 or 5 of us would squeeze in the back of the truck. We had all the different snacks we wanted that we snuck in, and it'd be a good time. Other than like your car battery that would die, you'd have to get like a jump at the very end or something. It was a good time usually.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, yeah.
Mm.
I don't do well in like, I don't actually probably do well in like movies anyways, because I'm just like, for some reason, just like the dark, the TV, it doesn't mesh with me being able to like stay away.
I'm not a huge movie fan in general though. Like, for whatever reason, Teresa loves it, and like this other couple that we're friends with, like the guy loves it. So like they convince like me and like his wife that we have to go to these movies. Like anytime we do a double date or something, it's like, oh, there's this movie. And we always end up going to these movies, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. What's overrated, Teresa, in the summer? Anything that's overrated for you? She's sitting here petting the dog. You want to say hi to her?
Hi.
Hello.
She says she doesn't know.
There's something else I was thinking about the other day too. Not from like an overrated perspective, but just like summer. What about summer jobs? Do you have like any memorable summer jobs? I was a camp counselor for a while. That was a job.
I think when we were kids, working at a snack bar at the pool up in Saratoga.
Oh yeah.
Saratoga Springs.
I think that they thought we were stealing from them. Didn't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They made us like start doing like a very specific inventory, like accounting, and we were only like 16 or 17, and we would never like steal. Both of us are very, I don't know. We both have like morals and ethics, so
I would not steal from anybody.
No, neither of us. So maybe we'd like eat leftover fries and stuff like that, like that we would cook. I don't know, but we would never like steal money.
Yeah,
absolutely, we would never steal money ever.
That stuff would go in the garbage if we didn't eat it.
Yeah. So like we had to like count all the money at the end of the day in the drawer and like do this like inventory sheet sort of thing and like bring it back to them and have everything accounted for. Yeah, that was odd.
Yeah, very weird. I don't know. Like that job was fine.
It was a good job. It was fun.
I like never wanted to work.
Mm-mm.
You know. So like, and I always felt like guilty about it. But now that I'm an adult, and I'm like, no, like I don't feel guilty about it now. Like who wants to work?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way that I can get out of like the grind. I think like multifamily homes. That's something that I'm thinking about doing.
Yeah, get some investing done.
Yeah,
Make it happen.
Is that a kid screaming in the background again?
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. I'm on parent duty here.
All right, this week was rough, listeners. If you made it this far, we're surprised. I'm sure you guys dropped off like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. So
this is a real deal life here. This is gonna be a fun one to edit. I might not even edit at all.
No. If you made it to the end, you need to comment that you actually listened through this the whole way, and we're gonna give you guys huge thumbs up.
Yeah, we're gonna put a post up on Instagram when we post this on Monday. And if you listen all the way through to the end of this, please come back to the post and comment. And if I see any comments, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, absolutely.
All you have to do is go to the Instagram post and comment and say, I actually listened all the way through to this podcast episode for whatever reason, and actually list the reason, because we're not sure exactly what that would be. For this particular.
We should like sign a picture and send it to somebody.
Yeah, you gotta go to 2dudes30 at 2dudes30 on Instagram. Once you listen to this episode, if you listen to it, and you made it all the way to the end, and you have to comment on the post from this week, which will be Monday, July 16th.
Yeah.
Monday, July 16th.
We'll pick a random commenter and we will do something nice for you.
Yes. Let's make it a comment. We'll do whatever we'll do something. We'll come up with something cool.
All right, perfect.
We'll have you on the next podcast. How about that?
That sounds amazing.
Yes. And 10 people that comment, and you're all coming up.
Every one of you.
Yes.
All right. Go get your kid.
All right, I gotta go.
It's good catching up. I'll talk to you soon.
Later.
Bye, man.
That's a microphone. Want to sing a song?
Uh-huh.
Hurry up. Go ahead.
I will nobody go round and down. People want to go up and down, over the town.
You say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.